at the outer appearance, but God look at the heart. So what in other words, why are you looking at me? Why are you staring at me? Why are you focusing on me? Because you're a sucker. You understand? Some of these people had that mentality, that they focus like, dude, you what is you some hobo? You're something like that. When you got to take the initiative to do something, I mean, like, get you an occupation in society, and people don't want to do that. They don't want to. They don't want that to happen. They want to be. They want to try to differentiate against that. I'm like, that's a losing battle, man. Check my track record and what in that area, like, what I'm saying? You can't, when the bases come off, when a generation has been scarred from people that lacked information. They lacked information and they wasn't able to educate themselves. You understand? And then other people that have knowledge to educate them either. That's why I don't listen to, folks. Because I'm saying, man, first and foremost, what is it that you do? You know what I'm saying? And how do you do what you do? You do nothing. You understand? Most people say their occupation, but I'm like, man, your occupation is just talking to our young people in the hands of adversity, and afflictions. We got all of this stuff where our young people looking up to these people, but then some of them weren't focused by the Malcolm X's and the Marcus Garveys and Martin Luther King Jr.'s and stuff like that. So and this is why there's a war amongst each other. Other people not the war. They're not the reason people warring against each other. The reason war, you got people who ignorant, you understand, who foolish, and you got people who coming out of that mindset. And it's clash of the champions. You understand? Right there. It's a clash of the champions in neighborhoods. So now you got all of this going on. You got one person who thinks that, the way that they came up is the way that everybody else should come up. You understand? And that's not necessarily the way. And I'm talking about the way that most people do it. Thug life is not what you want to come up, to. You understand? Not in a way that you got to do something different. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work. That's what's going to end. Ain't going to be no, all of that, for another generation. You know what I'm saying? All things have to come. You can't continue to be like that, because it's not real. It's not real. No matter what I went through and no matter what I do, I can never reflect back and say that would be something. I mean, even though I wanted to start that and keep it going, you understand, I wanted to do it for the good part, but I haven't really tapped back into that since I actually was about to do it, because I was thinking like, nah, people gonna get the wrong intentions in this and then it might turn out for something bad. So I stopped before I was going to go all the way into that and get into the deep teachings that he was talking about. But then I said, I don't want to get to that part where people start misunderstanding and they get the bad parts of everything. So I said, I ain't going to do none of it. I'm just going to keep those particular sayings to myself. And now to this day, it's been a while since I even played it. I don't even play none of that. You understand? I don't even play that. I play most of me. You understand? Then I play everybody else, because the truth of the fact of the matter of it, I'm the messenger for this hour. You understand? For my particular generation. You understand? that what God is sending. You understand? I'm the one that God is. I'm the one. Like my friend, she told me. She said they got a song called "I'm the One." I didn't even know that. They talking about I'm the one. I don't even listen to that. I don't even entertain none of that stuff. You won't even hear me playing I'm the One. You understand? Unless I done remade it and said something different. I don't play none of that stuff. I don't entertain none of that stuff. I don't want nobody around me entertaining that stuff. You know, I might not particularly, I don't do it at all. I don't entertain it. You understand? I don't entertain it. I might play an instrumental of something way back when that I listen to, but I don't play nothing that I'm foreign to me. I don't play none of that stuff. I don't entertain a lot of folk. I play the instrumentals from some of the guys that do the coast to coast, but you won't hear me playing too many of their raps, and some of their instrumentals be slipping right past me because they be putting little words in there, and I'll be like, dang, they find a way to put that mess in there still. How you find a way? How you put that in there? How did you mix that in your music? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they still find a way to say them cursing words. Everything that they say, like, man, that's vexation. Deuteronomy 28, there's the blessings and the cursings. And that's a part of the cursings. It's literally part of the cursings. And I know people do that because of the perplexities, but man, you don't want to continue. Should we continue that way? No, we shouldn't continue in that way. And these are things that are separating communities. This is separating households because some people indulge in all of that mess. They indulge in all that. And you're thinking like, man, they indulge in all of these perplexities and distresses, and no wonder everything be out of order. You know, people that can be around you can be straight out of order. Be like, dang, dude, you understand? You ain't got no morals about yourself. You know what I'm saying? They more so focused about what you doing and don't know nothing about you. You understand? That's how stupid it is nowadays. People just be running off and just be saying any old thing, and they be on some other stuff, and you be like, dang, dude, you do not get it. You understand? You do not get it. You understand that it's a short time for the wicked. You understand? The evil seducers, they do wax worse and worse, but God say they will be cut off like the grass that withers. You understand? Like one season, you will see the grass looking glorious and it's with the chlorophyll, and you see one season you won't see it because you see the snow. So God say, just like that, the wicked is, next flight out. You understand? That's how it is today. And that's what we have to address. We have to have voices for the people. You got to have voices that are going to go up against these perplexities and these injustices that people have been placing. You got to address these situations like, hey, they writing on themselves and stuff like that, and that's a definition of insanity. You understand? Because there's perplexities that you're going through. All of this stuff show you that you mentally unstable. You understand? It shows you that you writing on yourself. Why would you write on yourself? And you can get a little piece of art paper and you can write down how you feeling and all of that. But meanwhile, you understand, you just continue to just draw on yourself, and now your whole face colored. I've seen people who whole face is colored, And I be like, man, they really letting everybody know what they going through on their face. By their face, they color their face another color. And it's like, man, how you get to that point that you so stressed out that you putting everything up on you? I mean, why would you put everything up on you like that? I mean, why would you let not having certain family members or friends or whatever, you understand? These be potentially terrorists, for real. Them, down the line, these be people. They check, they do a body check on folk, and they see how many tattoos you got on you and all that stuff like you on that. So, man, they start seeing a body check on people. They gonna be like, man, this person got, if they counted the tattoos, they be like, they got this tattoo, that tattoo, that tattoo, this tattoo, and they writing this on them. Like, man, you doing all this. You know what I'm saying? You got all of this on you. Like, man, you got all of these things on you. And it's because they frustrated. They going through frustration. They going through hatred. And they got to be consulted. They need certified counselors that understand what they're going through. And really, this is really a very deep topic that most people need to be addressing in most neighborhoods and communities. And you really need to sit and communicate, especially with your kids and your loved ones. And you really need to talk with your children and nephews and nieces about this, because it shouldn't continue to, do the same thing. You don't want the same epidemic to come to the surface. You don't want to repeat the same system again. You don't want the same thing to transpire again. You don't want that to happen no longer. You don't want to go through the same thing. You want to teach your household, train your household in the way they will go, that they won't depart from it. So you train your household like, look, don't do this, that, and the other. You understand? That's what fathers have to do. You have to train your child. You understand? You have to thank God that my kids, they still have a mother that know, hey, they going to the sanctuary every Sunday. You understand that, hey, they want to live like God. You understand? Want them to live. And that's because of the Deuteronomy 28 covenant I put up on them. And so I feel good about this. I feel good that there is a standard that's set on, it's a standard. It's a standard that's really set. And when you have this standard that's set, I mean, man, mighty things can happen for you if you just allow yourself, to meditate on the goodness of God, regardless to whatever has been placed before you, and if I really got the chance to just tell these young ones that, like, look, don't let all of these, if you can listen to this and not let this influence you, you know what I'm saying, then things will be much better. You understand? Because we don't need it to get to it done got to the extreme. When you start writing all over your face and all your arms, yeah, back in the day they said it because of actions. It's written all over your face. You ain't got to say a word, because you could tell if a person was in love. You could tell if a person was frustrated. They didn't have a bunch of stuff all over their face where everything was just out of proportion, man. That's just way too much. You understand? And really, 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying that, I rephrase that. Some of them might make it out. Some of them may not, you understand, make it out, for one reason or another, because I believe, feel like they got too old to really just put it on paper, and even when they put it on paper, some people still say, I got to put this on my body. Like, what? You still really want to put this on your body, like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to look good down the road. I remember